Hi everyone, this is Gao. So I just finished this book called Crushing It by Gary Vanderchuck, and he has advised me, along with DeShaun, that I should be doing this every day or every other day to kind of, establish myself. So here we go, episode 2. So this episode will be about the first week of dating. So actually Matt was actually only my second boyfriend that I ever dated quite seriously. And already that first week it was so intense. So I didn't know. Second real relationship, and he likes me, he thinks I'm pretty, he's saying all the right things, and I don't know. It was just nice to finally have someone call me pretty. Little did young me know I was going to pay for that. But it was so intense. He lived right across the street from the college that I was going to at the time, which was UW Milwaukee. And that first week I would go to class and then I would go to his house. And then instead of going to class, I was just like, oh, he's so cool. He likes me. He thinks I'm pretty. I just want to spend so much time with him. So school became a secondary thought. It wasn't even, I didn't want to go anymore. And to be honest, I think he didn't want me to go either, because he encouraged me not to go. Like, oh, I know you want to go to school, but you could always just stay here. It'd be cool if we just hang out and whatnot. And at that point, I was still writing in a journal. I didn't feel like my thoughts were good enough to be spoken with anybody at that point. Even my best friends, Gao and Christy and Lloyd, I always felt like I was going to be judged, even though they never judged me. And that just comes from the insecurities of being a teenage girl. But I would write all these thoughts in this journal. And I was like, you know what? I really like this guy. Look, he wants to read my journal. Why not? If I'm going to commit to him, he should be able to see it, right? Why not? So I actually had an entry that said, when I was dating Andy, it was just so intense. And I feel like we were meant to be. And that just upset Matt so much that he picked up all my things and shoved me out of his house. Like, I can't believe you would say that. Get out. Pushed me, threw all my stuff out of his house, and here I am crying, and I don't even know what to do. I'm like, what was so wrong with what I said? I mean, I was just stating how I felt. And if you really liked me, you would sit here and try to let me explain to you what that meant. But he had his own insecurities as well that he was projecting onto me. I mean, that first week that we were together was filled with so many lies on his part. And again, this is just my interpretation of the relationship. He may have something else to say, something different to say. And, that's just how it is. But this was my perception of the relationship. And we dated for that first week, and it was so intense, and I was just didn't go to classes, and I eventually dropped out. So after he shoved me out of his house with everything, we broke up. But he still wanted to see me, and he still wanted to hang out and do what teenagers do. So we did that. But little did I know was that slowly but surely he started to isolate me from everyone. Oh, this is stupid. Why would you like that? Well, what I do is so much more cool. And everything was a lie. I just didn't know it because I'm like, I don't know him. So I can't think the worst of him. I can't certainly think the best of him, but I need to give this guy a chance. And there were so many red flags that I just chose to ignore. And that's because I was so insecure that I was like, you know what, maybe this is what was meant for me. Maybe I'm meant to be with someone who treats me this way. And it was intense, and it was ups and downs and lefts and rights and arguments and crying and all that stuff. But I don't even know. It was all, just thinking about it, all the memories are just rushing back all at once. And it's hard to decipher what happened when, because it's all just a big glob. But slowly, Matt transitioned from that charming person to this really, really extremely insecure person who projected all of his insecurities on me. So in high school, I was in the musicals and I was in the plays and I tried my hardest to be a good student in high school. Well, Matt didn't do that in high school. Matt actually was still in high school because he got held back a year and he had to go back to school, to our high school, to get his diploma and kind of finish off his credits and whatnot. But he was upset at me because I was outgoing and I wanted to do things. And it was just really unfair because everybody has bad experiences. It's high school. High school is not nice. There are bullies. There are teenagers who are still discovering themselves, and you have the popular kids and you have the not so popular kids. Then you have the kids who like anime, and then you have, the cheerleaders, and then the musical geeks, and the kids who like arts and crafts and all that stuff. And I fit in a little bit in each pocket. By no means was I popular, but in Matt's eyes, I was really popular. I was way more popular than him. So that meant that he could take out that frustration on me because I was popular and he wasn't. And that just isn't fair. That wasn't fair. But I didn't know any better, so I was like, every relationship gives. Every relationship pulls and tugs, and this just might be a part of our pull and tug. But it was rough. And all the signs were there. And everybody told me, Mayday, Mayday, stop. This guy's crazy. You need to stop. And I was just like, no, you guys just don't know him. I don't know him either. But you guys don't know him the way that I do, and I'm going to give this guy a chance because I'm a good person. And I was so wrapped up in trying to be a good person and trying to give this person a second chance in life and everything that I allowed myself to stay. And I'm going to quote one of my old friends, Mike Hicks, on this. And he's like, going into a relationship, you guys need to have the common agreement that you're both going to change together. But if one person isn't willing to change, you can't just go ahead and date them. If you already know that they are stuck in their ways, don't try to change them. Because some people are not changeable. Some people are not worth saving, in his words. And that was Matt. He wasn't willing to change. What he thought was right. That was the only way of thinking. If you think anything else, you're a damn idiot. So we're going to stop there because I'm hitting 10 minutes and I don't want to bore you guys, okay? Or maybe I just want to keep you guys on watching. More to come. Thanks for watching.